Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are mixed. We've got the Dow and the S&P 500 lower, while we've got the Nasdaq and the Russell 2000 slightly higher on Tuesday morning. Now, we've got commodities trading higher, and crude oil continues to move up on Tuesday morning. Natural gas down a penny, no big deal there. It's in a downtrend. And then we've got gold and silver up ever so slightly this morning. That's not going to be enough for anybody to really notice. Now, we've got major U.S. inflation numbers coming out at 8:30 this morning, and a lot of people are starting to ponder the fact that the Fed is probably going to have to raise interest rates at the next meeting, but we'll have to see what those inflation numbers look like. Now, what worked yesterday, energy stocks were the big winners. Chip stocks were the big losers. Whether you're looking at semiconductors or memory chips, they were down on the day. Now, the market continues to watch SpaceX careen out of control here, and we are coming down to a possible control point. We are certainly trading well below where the stock opened on the first day of trading, and so far it's retail investors that are getting hurt. We did close below 140, so that is no longer a potential area of support. 135 is the IPO price, and so if we get down and start trading below that level, that's going to be incredibly embarrassing to everyone involved in taking the stock public. And so a lot of times what you'll see is institutional investors will come in to prop it up above the 135 level. So we're not heading down in that direction this morning. We'll just have to wait and see over the next week or so what happens at the IPO level if we get down there. But we're certainly not looking at buying this stock on Tuesday morning. Now, Apple made a new 52-week high yesterday, traded through our next price target and then reversed. Still closed higher on the day, so Apple's still on a buy signal here. Crocs made a new 52-week high yesterday, while Oracle made a new 52-week low. Those were some of the big winners and losers of the day on Monday. Now, the VIX is still on a sell signal here, traded up into the channel yesterday. So we're looking for a close above 1768 on Tuesday to give us a buy signal. That would be negative for stocks. And then we'll also be looking for buy signals in the VIX ETFs. Now, looking at a couple of the major index ETFs, we'll start off with the Dow. The Dow is trading higher this morning. Certainly has a mathematical possibility of generating a sell signal on Tuesday. We've been in the channel for the past 4 days. We had one new buy signal yesterday, 3 new sell signals in the Dow 30. Walmart gave us a buy signal. Remember, this is a dog, so we're not expecting too much out of it at the moment. There's Boeing on a sell signal, Google's on a sell signal, and McDonald's is back on a sell signal. So there's McDonald's running up to the flypaper channel, so this was not unexpected. We did put in a lower high over the past week, and now we're coming back down, so we'll have to see if the recent low holds or if the pattern continues of making lower highs and lower lows. The NASDAQ 100 came back on a sell signal yesterday. So on Friday, we closed just above the upper channel line. That was a buy signal. We came in yesterday morning, saw the futures were trading lower, and waved that buy signal off, waiting for the next close above the upper channel line. And what happened? We actually closed just below the lower channel line. So we're back to the same condition we were coming into Friday's trading action on a sell signal. Now, the NASDAQ 100 is stuck in a range here. We entered this range at the start of May. We're closed at just below the midpoint of that range. So we really need to see the NASDAQ break out of the range or break down from this range, because otherwise we're just treading water here. If you go back, we're basically at the same point we were in early May. For the past couple of months, we haven't done anything at all. Of course, everybody's real excited because we're close to all-time highs, but we are just treading water right now. Now, yesterday we had 3 new buy signals in the NASDAQ 100 and 5 new sell signals. 2 of them were Google, so there's Constellation Energy back on a buy signal. A wild day for Warner Brothers, and then we had Walmart, which we've looked at earlier. AppLovin was a big loser on the day yesterday. Axon is also back on a sell signal as of Monday's close. And then both the Googles are back on sell signals, and then NXP Semiconductors back on a sell signal as of Monday's close. Then looking at the S&P 500, we're still trading above the upper channel line. Very quiet trading on Monday. We're looking for a close on Tuesday below $741.94. Not expecting that to happen, given what we're seeing in the pre-market this morning. Now, I can't show you all the new signals on the S&P 500. We had 10 buys and 16 sells. Now, oddly enough, a couple of the dogs of the S&P 500 actually were big winners yesterday, and a couple of stocks I've actually featured over the past few days. There's the Gardner Group moving up yesterday. We had Intuit was another big winner yesterday, and Salesforce was another big winner on Monday. What didn't work, SanDisk was a big loser of the day, down over 12%, so still on a sell signal. Looking at the iShares for the TSX 60, we made a new high yesterday and got pretty close to our 53.13 target. We should be able to hit that on Tuesday with crude oil trading higher this morning. We had 3 new buy signals and 2 sell signals on Monday. Constellation Software, Loblaws, and George Weston's all generated buy signals. A new sell signal for CAE and Sun Life, both generating sell signals on Monday, and those were stocks within the TSX 60. Now, looking at the world of commodities, we had copper move up on Monday. Copper stocks, unfortunately, went in the opposite direction. Gold was down on Monday. Gold stocks were all down on the day, so no change there. Silver was down on Monday. Silver stocks down as well, so no change for those stocks. And then looking at the energy sector, we had crude oil up nicely. We had gasoline up, and then natural gas continued to move lower, so no change there. Natural gas generated a weekly sell signal on Friday. Looking at the Canadian energy stocks, they were up over 3%. U.S. energy stocks were up a tick over 3% as well. Global energy stocks were up just under 3% on the day. And then clean energy stocks were down over 3%, making a new low for this move on Monday. Okay, folks, thank you very much for your time and attention. So far, the market is looking very mixed on Tuesday morning with crude oil continuing to move higher. You'd think that would have more of a negative effect on the market, but we are waiting for those inflation numbers to come out at 8:30 that could certainly change the direction of the market. Enjoy your Tuesday. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.